that are keeping you from your purpose. You don't have time to waste worried about what people think about you. Your time is too valuable to respond to every critic, every negative comment, try to convince people that you really are okay. Those are distractions. Everyone is not going to like you. Everyone's not going to accept you. Quit trying to convince someone to understand you that's determined to misunderstand you. Some people don't want to be for you, and that's okay. You don't need them to fulfill your destiny. You have to set your face. The people that need to be for you will be for you. God has already lined up the right people. People that will celebrate you. People that will cheer you on. People that stick with you through thick and thin. Now don't waste another minute trying to convince someone to like you, to call you, to come see you. If you have to talk them into it, they are not for you. They are a distraction. I know people that spend more time worrying about what other people think about them than they do pursuing their own dreams and goals. Life is too short to try to have peace with people that don't want to have peace with you. It takes discipline to say, I am not going to respond, not going to waste my valuable time. I have a destiny to fulfill. My hour has come. Proverbs says, avoiding a fight is a mark of honor.
God don't like you to surround yourself with people, things, and situations that's going to stop you from reaching the level of success that God has destined you in your career to get to. That's why God gave us free will. God gave us a choice. Loyalty has an expiration date. The problem is when you're the nice person, your loyalty lasts far longer to certain people than it should, because their loyalty to you has been expired. But you being a good person, you hang on to friendships and become forgiving far longer than you really should be. Loyalty has an expiration date.
I want to talk to you today about connecting with the right people. Your destiny is too big to get there on your own. God has already arranged certain people to speak faith into you. He's placed in your path people to inspire you, to help you grow and accomplish your dreams. The reason some people never reach their highest potential is because they never get away from the wrong people.
Which means that if God has destined your life to get from here to where it's destined to be, you're carrying big weight. Your boat is either going to sink, or God has destined your life and your career to get to the ultimate blessing and the goals and where you're supposed to be. Because you got all this dead weight. You're operating over your capacity. It's going to take you that much longer to get.
You've got to connect with people that understand your destiny. People that appreciate your uniqueness. People that can call forth your seeds of greatness. Not people that are always pushing you down, telling you what you can't become, never giving you their approval, no matter how good you get. Life is too short to drag people along. If you will get the wrong people out of your life, then God will bring the right people.
See if anybody come in, Marissa.
Don't be confused. Don't search for reason. It's the universe. Don't come up with abstract ideas as to why your life is where it is. Bad company corrupts good character. And if your character is corrupted, it doesn't matter how talented you are. When push comes to shove, you will not last and you will not fulfill the mission God has for your life. And the best way to get good character is to remove bad company. Somebody say, check your circle.
Check your circle.
If you don't know your starting point, friend, you're never going to get to your end point. And so we're being honest and we're being vulnerable. And we're looking within and saying, who am I really? Tozer would say to you and I, you want to know who you are? Just check the circle of your friends.
Where God has destined your life and your career to be and go, you cannot get there with all of the people that you showed up. Because your boat is at its capacity. If the boat is at 1,500, and because you're loyal,
welcome to the 4 people watching.
4,000 pounds capacity. You are now on a boat.
Feed some good words.
It's overweight.
We're going to give them a few minutes. We're going to play this and see if we can get anybody to come. It could be just me and you, sis. It don't matter.
The only thing that's holding you back is your inner circle. The people that are closest to you, they're with you, but they're not really
We
for
can
you.
feed off of
You're
each
constantly
other.
having to persuade them that you're okay, convince them to get on board. You're
They said
spending
when
all your
God
time
said
and
when
energy
two or
on
more.
someone that doesn't understand
That's what he
your
said.
destiny.
It don't matter what your mama think. It don't matter what your coworkers think. It don't matter what your siblings think. It don't matter what your children think. It don't matter.
Confirmation.
They have nothing to do with it. This decision is yours and yours alone. Let me tell you something. You get to decide if I'm gonna be rich, poor, mediocre, happy, sad. You have a decision to make. As you grow up and get older, you start realizing what actually makes sense for your life and what don't make sense for your life. Because I grew up with my brothers and sisters doesn't mean that we're actually going to walk in the same path. Because I have my friends that I grew up with doesn't mean that we're going to move and walk and have our lives, family, mind state, career choice, the way we think, the way we move, moving in the same direction.
That's powerful.
You should understand this, that it was always going to be your family and your friends that would be the first ones to try and talk you out of your vision and your big idea. That's why you're supposed to live your life. Focus on your intention to do your thing. If I had paid attention to what people thought I was going to do with my life and what my career path would be, I would not be Tyrese Gibson. Character is self-imposed discipline for the sake of moral convictions. Self-imposed discipline. That means a person of character doesn't need the police. They police themselves. A person of character locks themselves up in the prison of their own convictions. They throw away the key. Some of y'all are loyal. Have this power struggle, this concept called loyalty. You're so loyal. Watching your career and your life and your surroundings crash and burn because you're being loyal to those friends. You're insecure and threatened by you and anything that you do.
It don't matter if it's just two of us. The show must still go on. I'm tired of letting the devil, get in the way. And I'm not fighting to get this content out to the people. God said if two or more is in my name, he said he is in the midst. So we don't need all these people. Hey, Swag, baby. Hey, Betsy, look, he done sent Swag over here.
Now, keeping in mind,
Swag said, I'm here.
person is not someone who never feels fear, but who fears the right thing at the right time in the right way. What really scares people about these situations is the sense that they're going to be helpless.
Working and listen. Okay, baby.
And all their trust was placed in somebody or something. And now they've been let down.
Swag, you ready tomorrow?
They're helpless.
Take your place.
I told Marissa it could just be me and her or whoever. The show still got to go on. We got to stop letting this mess put us off. I'm not doing it no more.
And just be another person.
God said if two or more is in my name, he said he in the midst. So we got to keep going.
You're still alive. So therefore God is not done with you. Discipline is the root of all good qualities. But you have to absolutely apply it to things outside of just waking up early. It's everything. It's working out, making yourself stronger and faster and more flexible and healthier.
Okay, no problem.
It's about disciplining your emotions.
No problem, Swag.
So you can make good decisions. It's about having the discipline to control your ego so your ego doesn't get out of hand and control you. Character is sacrifice for principles. So character means you are willing to sacrifice friendship to protect your principles. You're willing
Thank
to
you,
lose
Swag. I appreciate it.
in order to keep your
I was led to keep going forward.
The first challenge is for us to find ourselves. And we find ourselves when we discover our purpose. Find that purpose. It's what makes you solid. It's what makes you secure. It's your mooring. It keeps you just exactly
We're going
where
to
you
get started
need
in
to
a
be so you
second.
can accomplish what you want to accomplish.
And so I think that now more than ever, we must begin to
Anybody in the bushes, y'all come on in. The link is dropped.
Enable us to do some things and use some powers that we have that many of us go through life never ever discovering that we have those things going
Stop
for us.
watching this other
And
stuff.
part of that,
I
I
hate it.
believe,
Yes, Swag.
is
So
knowing
Friday,
what is your
it's
life
going to
worth.
help you when
What
you
is
come
it
up
that
on the
gives your life a
platform
sense
with
of meaning and
with
purpose?
your thing. And if we don't need the thousands of people, you know, because we feeding ourselves too. And if we stop doing it because of everybody else doing this and doing that, we not getting fed. So I'm calling myself up here feeding my own soul. So you absolutely right.
Do you have character? Who are you with right now that you shouldn't be with?
Oh,
Society is conspiring all the time in our culture to completely distract you so you never win. To just divert your focus and attention. Look over here. Look at this shiny thing. Worry about what's going on here in this war. And they get these different things on television and our phones and in our lives. Just get us distracted so we never get obsessed. We never get laser focused. Ask yourself truthfully, your big goals and dreams, are you really clear on what they are? Because if you don't have that, we can't even get started. Other people will often see how God shaped you before you do. Because when you're naturally good at something, you think everybody's good at it. They're not. And when you're good at something, you just think it's a normal thing. Well, everybody should be able to do that. Well, they don't. And so other people will actually have to point it out in you.
Integrity is the foundation that a successful life is built on. You can have talent, determination, but without integrity, you won't reach your highest potential. A person of integrity does the right thing when no one is watching. They give it their best whether anyone is there or not. When the temptations outweigh the benefits, that's all it takes for some very unfortunate things to start happening. In my opinion, and I think there are very few exceptions to this, a bad person is simply somebody who doesn't have enough reasons to be good.
That's deep.
Fear kills hope. Fear put people in the hospital. Fear can aid you. Can hold you back from doing something that you know within yourself that you're capable of doing, but it will paralyze you. And I ask you a question: what is the benefit of giving up on yourself, of not stepping out on life and taking life on? What is the benefit for you? What's the plus in that?
We just said that, y'all.
And so ask yourself what you're willing to risk. What's the price you're willing to pay? Because what most people do when they're trying to chase their dream or their big outcome, the whole time they're negotiating the price in their head. Should I continue to do it? Is it worth it? I don't know if I can continue anymore. It's getting higher, and that price is failure.
Yes, Marissa.
And what happens is, if you don't negotiate that price in advance, it's going to steal your focus and energy and become another distraction.
Oh,
When you find your spiritual gift, all of a sudden it'll give you an energy that when you're in the area of your weaknesses, you get tired, don't you? But when you're in the area of your strengths, you're energized.
Well, Joel, I've always been kind of negative, critical, condescending. That's just who I am. No, that's who you're choosing to be. That's not who you are. Try being kind, friendly, good-natured. You'll not only enjoy life more, but you'll go further.
Decide to develop the habit right now, the habit of focusing on what's right in your world instead of what's wrong. The habit of focusing on what you do have instead of what you don't have in a situation. Because those habits form the chain of your ultimate character, of who you become and how you end up living your life. We've got to condition ourselves, because if we don't, we'll go back to the automatic state that most people live in today's society.
Wisdom is a unique commodity, if indeed it can even be called a commodity.
yes,
Unlike
baby.
the
That
other
sounds.
things people hunger for, wisdom is very hard to visualize. Books aren't wisdom. They're just pieces of paper bound together. Books can help create wisdom in people's minds, but if you look inside their heads, you won't find any wisdom there.
Okay, y'all. The 5 people that's in here, I just know it's Marissa and Swag. Swag is working. And anybody that's in the bushes, y'all can hit the like button. Let me see if I got any likes in here, Marissa. If not, it's okay too. We got 6 people. Let me make sure my phone is down. And we got 2 likes. That's probably Marissa and Swag. So, yeah, I know y'all see the title. The title is Loyalty, Respect, Man, and WOOSHA. We're not actually particularly, I'm not actually particularly, oh, I didn't even see Ava's come in, working and listening. Okay, baby. But I'm not just talking about like man, like the man that lay beside you or the man you married to or whatever. I'm just talking about respect and loyalty, how we seem to give man so much of our time and so much of our loyalty, but we not giving that same time and loyalty to God. And by me looking at a lot of things that I look at, that I was indulging with and things like that, I was just saying to myself, like, wow, like we, the people, really give man more of our respect and more loyalty than we give God. Because the man or the woman, you can call it however you want, that that give man all this loyalty, but when it's time for us to be on our sick bed or when one of our family members is sick, man can't help us, and then we go over to God. And I just was just thinking about this thing. Like, I see a lot of loyalty, unloyal people, but I just want to know, are we giving this same time and energy to God? I just want to know. Because when I changed my content and I started seeing like God like use me, like he used me before, but I fell short. And when he started bringing me back in place, and I started seeing my family members, like one week, my man, the next week, my grandkids, the following week, my parents, and I have been spending a lot of time with him, with God. And when I say him, I'm talking about God. I've been spending a lot of time with him in prayer. And I don't owe loyalty, because I see a lot of things that's happening that's on these YouTube streets. And then I'm saying to myself, when I be hearing people say, like, we ain't loyal to nobody that's on no app. You absolutely right. But are we loyal to God? Are we showing him respect? Because we can't do nothing without his power. We can't do nothing. We don't want to be spiritually dead when it comes to a situation where we need him to bless us or we need him to heal one of our family members. So where is the loyalty? Is it with God? Or do we find ourselves sometimes showing man more loyalty than we showing God? Because I have felt that way. I felt like one time I might have been, well, I probably was showing man more loyalty than I did God. And it's okay to say that you fell short of doing that, because I have done that. And I've repented and I asked for forgiveness, because God put me in a situation like you praising man, or you being loyal and you showing man respect. But what about me? So God put me in a situation where I had to call on his name and nobody else's. Because man wasn't there. He wasn't able to fix the things that God fixed. Have anybody been in that situation where when they began to show man more love than God? I can't be the only one. We gonna wait. So nobody but me have fell short. Swag said yes. Yes, Swag. Because we can't always, just say, yeah, I never, turned my back on God. For man, we have all done it. We have all done it, and it don't feel good because it's a nagging thing in the back of your head saying, what are you doing? Get back up, sister. Clear the path out of the things that's not like me. And get back on track. It's okay, y'all, for us to fall short. Or to look at the mess. But long as we go into the mess and come out the same way. Because some of us is not strong enough to go into the mess and watch all this stuff that's going on YouTube because it'll begin to affect us. I'm strong enough now, y'all, because I gave my loyalty and my respect to God. So I'm strong enough to be able to go and look at the mess sometimes and then come out and I'm still the same way. Some of us may not be strong enough. It's just like a alcoholic. When they stop drinking and they went to rehab and things like that, are they able to go in the liquor store and buy a bottle of liquor for their friends and they not take it and they not drink none of it? What I'm saying is that we might have to spend more time with God before we indulge into this stuff that we listening to, because the people clearly tell us that God is not in this mess. Why, if you a child of God, why do you want to be somewhere God is not? They tell us that. I hear it. God ain't in this mess. I don't want to. Then I'm in the wrong place. And sometimes a lot of people don't know what they're saying, but why are we there? Why are we there? If they going to tell you at the door, when you get to the door and they tell you God ain't in this mess, why do you want to be somewhere God is not? I had to think about that thing because I have heard several people say that to me. They didn't say it just to me, but to everybody that was in the chats. They said, God ain't in this mess. And that's when I suppose I had left. But I wasn't understanding it until God had to show it to me. They told you at the door. They told you I wasn't in there. Why you want to be somewhere I'm not? Why do you want to be somewhere where I'm not? But as soon as you get in the situation, then you want to come where I'm at. Then you want to call my name. That's what God told me. Because they told you at the door, they said, I ain't in there. God is not in here. But as soon as they get in a car accident, something happened to your family members, your children, Lord forbid, then they want to go over there where God at. He letting us know at the door. He said that the people telling you God ain't in here. Who you looking for? Because if you're looking for God, you need to go down the street. But we still stay in there. Y'all, I have stayed in there. When they told me at the door, God ain't in this mess, I still be in there just a looking. Just looking and listening. Trying to see what's next. And then when I come up out of there, I'm feeling funny. I done went in there and picked up a spirit. I'm mad. Things is happening in my life with my children. And I'm trying to figure out, like, where did I pick this spirit up at? And I can hear that thing over and over in my head. When you went in that room, they said God ain't in this mess. So you ain't protected. There's no coverings. But why do we stay? Loyalty and respect man so much, but we need God when we down. or we going through, or our money ain't right, or we sick in our body. It's definitely the flesh. It's definitely the flesh. But being as though it's the flesh, we don't have enough strength in our mind because the Holy Spirit lives within us. We have two voices. It's the enemy saying, "Go on in there, girl. See what they talking about," and then you hear God on the other side saying, "Don't go in there. They already told you I wasn't in there, sis." So we letting the flesh overpower us at all times. We showing our loyalty to people showing up every day to watch it. I have watched people tear people down. I'm talking about grandmothers. Do y'all know how much I love my grandmother? God rest her soul. My flesh can't let me look at somebody tearing somebody grandmother down. Not alone somebody, period. Son and the Holy Spirit is to the point. If I try to listen, my spirit is off. Right. Because you because now you pulling back. You pulling back. I said I was in there too. You know what I'm saying? I said I was in there too until my phone started ringing. And I'm sick. I need you to pray for me, Ma. The twins are sick. I need for you to pray for them, Ma. My mother, I need you to pray for me. And I'm like, why is everybody calling me to pray? So that's when I had to start pulling myself out. I had to give my loyalty and my respect to God. It was nothing against nobody by me pulling away from people channels and things like that. When they already told me, if you told me that God wasn't in there, I probably unsubscribed because my phone ringing. My family is sick, and I can't be nowhere where you tell me that God is not there, and then when I get finished, I gotta go over there and I gotta pray it. And that don't work. It don't work like that. I don't want to have an empty prayer, Marissa. I need to have the same power in me that raised Jesus from the dead. That's why I got 6 people watching me. Can y'all hear me? Let me know if y'all can hear me. Let me know if y'all can hear me. You might can't hear me. We got some people in the chat and nobody can hear me. I don't know what's wrong with it. Okay, Swag said yes. Swag, I don't know what happened. That thing went out and honey, it could not boot back up for nothing. It have dropped before, but it ain't dropped where I could not connect. I had to unplug everything and get it back. Dang. Is Marissa still in here? Let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna drop the link and see. Marissa said she can hear me. I'm gonna drop the link. See if anybody want to come up. Because honey, the enemy was mad. He did not want that to happen. Okay, they said they can hear me. Yeah, I'm trying to drop this link. I don't know what's wrong with my internet today. Okay. Girl, it's just happening bad over here. Let's see if this right here works. If this don't work, I'm not doing it no more, cause baby. I did. Okay, y'all. I don't know what's going on with my internet. It don't want me to do nothing. I have tried. I did. I read it. Swag already told me she could hear me. So y'all, I cannot drop the link. My computer is acting crazy, y'all. I do not know what in the world it is. But if anybody got anything to say, that's just my input. That's just my opinion, how I feel, not how nobody else feel. Because trust me, I'm not perfect at all. Because I make mistakes. I'm man, myself, and I will let you down. Hey, King, I'm man, myself, and I let you down. But I'm just telling you my experience and how I feel, and I'm just being transparent. Marissa said the word is in you. I'm just being transparent about me. I'm not talking about nobody else. I'm just talking about myself, how I feel, what happened to me, and things like that, and the positions that I be put in that sometimes that I can't do, what I supposed to be doing, because one time before I was doing deliverance services and all of that, and I fell short. And because of man, because I hadn't put my loyalty and respect in man. Hey, Dolores, baby. I had put my loyalty and respect in man and push God to the side. I ain't ashamed to say it, because I know that he's a forgiving God. Because the man was giving me everything I needed right then. And I had to sit and I had to pray, and wait on God. And I didn't know no better, because then I didn't have a relationship with God. So I didn't know how to give God loyalty and respect. So I have fell short, y'all. So please don't ever think that I'm talking about y'all. I'm talking about me and my story and my life. And I definitely got to finish my book so y'all can get a little bit more detailed in my life, from my life. So y'all can actually get to know who I am, the things that I have been through, the spiritual warfares that I had to fight, She said, hey, sis in chat. But I'm just sharing me, not nobody else, because I don't like to be talking about people, because who am I? I can't talk about nobody. I don't got no heaven or hell to put nobody in. I just share my testimony, because when God bring me out of things, I'm not supposed to keep it to myself. I'm supposed to share it so he can get the glory out of it. And on these YouTube streets, people don't want to hear about God. They don't want to hear him. They just want to hear them when they're going through something, and I'm here to tell you that that's just not a good thing, because I've done it and I know the results that I got from it, and it wasn't pretty. It wasn't pretty. So I'm just trying to help somebody, because I didn't have nobody to tell me, like, sis, why is you all in that mess? Why are you doing all of that? Because, you shouldn't be doing that, because, this right here, this, that. I ain't had nobody tell me that. I ain't had nobody tell me nothing, because, honey, when I tell you I was deep in this, in these YouTube streets, baby, I was deep in it. I was doing videos, and I was doing funny, mean videos. That's what I call my videos, funny and mean. I'm fighting out here fighting a battle, and I'm like, what kind of damn battle am I fighting? Accountability, absolutely, Swag. I'm fighting a battle, and I really don't even know nobody. But I'm fighting this battle, but the whole time I got battles over here that I need to be fighting that's personally. Battles with my kids and, my grandkids and, my businesses. I need to be fighting them battles. I'm over here fighting the battle for people that I ain't never seen, I ain't never met. I mean, I learned to love them. You know what I'm saying? I learned to love them. So I can't take that away. But I mean, all this energy that I'm putting into doing these videos, I could be putting this energy into my son when he lost his job and had a whole family over there that he had to take care of. I could have been helping him. I could have been over there comforting my baby girl for the things that she was going through. But no, I was letting that happen. Everything that was going on around me, and I was up here on this YouTube, baby, and I was dropping them videos, baby, sometimes 3 a day. And I was looking at them views, and I was so excited. I was like, oh my God, 2,500. Oh my God, I almost got 6,000 views on one video. And my kids over here going through some stuff. You hear me? Right, Dolores. That's right. My kids over here going through stuff, and I'm over here on this daggone laptop dropping these videos like they hot, honey. So God started taking me through some things. He started taking my loved ones around me through some things. So he said, what you going to do now? Who you going to be loyal to, and who you going to respect? So I had to pick and choose. So I said, forget them 2,500 views and all them likes and stuff like that, and let me take the 5, the 6, and the 7, and the 8 people that be in my chat. I had to take that, and had to learn to be satisfied with it, because I owed my loyalty and my respect to God. I had to choose. Yep. I had to choose, y'all. And it's okay, because everybody is not going to move on the same beat. Everybody not going to move on the same beat. Everybody not going to learn at the same time. And y'all, please remember, I'm telling my story. I ain't telling y'all a story, because I don't have a heaven or a hell at all. Hey, Sean DeBoo. I'm just telling my story because I was putting my all into this YouTube thing, baby. I was trying to get to them damn 1,000 subscribers, baby. I was trying to get there. Thank you, Dolores. But I can take the 8. I can handle the 8 subscribers because I had to take my feelings out of it. Because I was actually mad on this YouTube street, y'all. I was mad. I was like, no, they didn't say that. Or no, she didn't say that about that woman. No, she didn't. And I'm over here and my kids was going through hell, y'all. Hey, my kids was going through hell and high water. And I'm over here mad. Like, what she say? What she say? Let me drop this video. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't even focus. I was like, I got to get these videos out. Hey, Linda, baby. I got to get this video out because I got to let them know, like, you ain't going to be saying that. Hey, Marissa said she was cussing her phone out. Baby, honey, I was giving them the business. But yet and still, I'm over here typing. Kids going through this. Mom, listen. I'm like, all right, y'all. I'm going to call you right back. I'm trying to drop this video. So y'all can imagine what they was feeling like on the other end of that phone. You understand? It's okay. You had your awakening. Exactly. Yeah, but you can imagine what my kids was feeling. They ain't never mentioned it, but you can imagine. I'm like, let me call you back. They be like, Mom, what you doing? I be like, look, let me call you back. I will call you right back. Let me finish dropping this video. So God said, okay, that didn't get your attention, boo. He said that didn't get your attention. So let me start just disrupting things. Let me start disrupting things and let me see if that's going to pull you back. Let me see if I can get my loyalty and my respect back from you, you know. And that's what he did. He started disrupting things. He started moving things around. And not just one, but all 3 of the kids. This one was going through this. This one started going through this. This one right here had got robbed and took everything from him. So I'm like, dang. You know, when I was on my way that time to go pick up that drugs with that man I used to be with, you know, God called me. I didn't pick up the phone and say, I'm about to serve God. No, I was on my way to go pick up these drugs about 12 years ago. That's so crazy this is. These people don't even realize who is really behind this confusion. Satan. Yes. Yes. Marissa 6:17. Yes. But I was on my way. You know, and it's in my book. I think I put that one in my book. Linda said, Dolores, I believe that. Yes. But I was on my way and God came into the car. And he was like, when you get there, you're going to get killed. Hey, Robin, baby. And I'm like, who said that? Because I didn't have no relationship with God at this time. I just knew that was the man that my grandmother was praying to. She was going to church Wednesdays and Sundays. So I'm trying to figure out, because I'm just as lost as everybody, because I'm trying to figure out what is this voice coming from and why am I crying? So why do I see a vision of when we got there, we was going to get killed? So I'm hollering and screaming in the car. I have to say hello to everyone in the chat. Hello, TTWL. Hey, baby. So I'm trying to figure out, why do I see this vision of when we get to there to pick up these drugs that we're going to get killed? I mean, I ain't never in my life. I'm driving the car. I'm woke. I ain't sleep. So God was calling me then, and I was crying in the car. And I'm like, God, if you let me live through this last time, I ain't telling I wasn't going to go. And I done told some of y'all this story. I said, I promise you I won't do it again. This right here is about 12 years ago. So 4 years ago, I moved back down here. This when God told me, you gonna have some respect, and you gonna have some loyalty. You gonna be loyal to me. But you know we hard-headed. Because God is our Father. Hey, D, He our Father. And you know we don't be loyal to our own Father. We don't have no respect sometimes. We don't listen. And we do the same thing to God. So that was 12 years ago when I had my first encounter with God. I miss you too, girl. So 4 years ago, I moved back down here where my kids was. Had my own stuff going on up there and moved back down here. And God said, you already said that you weren't going to touch it. I was in between jobs. I had got my own place first time ever without my children. My kids is grown. Just coming from the park. It's so hot out there. I gotta get in the shower. I bet, girl, honey, it's hot down here too, baby. So I know exactly what you're talking about. Hello, Miss Marissa. How you doing? So 4 years ago, when I moved back down here, I was in between jobs or whatever. This before I had started my businesses again. And I was in between money. And when I moved out of my daughter's house, because y'all, it was exciting. I know y'all, some of y'all been through there when y'all got your own house for real to yourself. You don't got no kids or nothing. D says she went anyway. Swag said, hey. So you know how it is when your kids is grown and you first time you get your own place to yourself. So I'm like, yes, I got my own little place to myself. It's so cute. It's so clean. It's so neat. So I'm like, I'm not about to, I'm about to keep my own place. This is my first time having it. So y'all, a hurricane came down here. So all my kids, hey, Shonda Thoughts, how are you doing today, baby? So all my kids came to my house. They were sleeping all over the floor because remind you, this is my first place by myself. I had me a 1-bedroom. So all the kids were just sleeping on the floors, the couches. It was packed full. I had 3 babies in the bed with me. My daughters was in the living room, laying on the floor, and hurricane was coming. In my apartment, it's brick. And so everybody felt safe at my house. So remember, I told God, I said, I'm giving you the loyalty and respect. He done came in that car, told me that when we get there with them drugs, we was going to get killed. And I had to promise him, God, I'm not going to touch it no more. I'm just letting y'all know that I'm not perfect. And I'm just letting y'all know that I'm not speaking about nobody else. I'm speaking about me. I'm speaking about my life, I'm being transferred about me. So I don't want nobody to say, she said this about, no, I ain't said nothing about you. I'm talking about me. I'm talking about the talk with love, honey. I'm talking about me. So kids is over there, and I told, I done told God 12 years ago. See, one thing about it, we think God forgets. He don't forget. Because 12 years ago, when I told God that I wasn't going to sell no more drugs, I done told him 12 years ago I ain't going to do it. And he showed me the vision of me getting killed. And this man that was beside me at that time, he showed us getting killed when we got there. And I'm in the car hauling and crying. This man looking at me like, I don't know what's going on. I know something is happening, but I need to get here and get these drugs. So at this point, I kept going or whatever. So 4 years ago, that happened 12 years ago. 4 years ago, the hurricane came. Everybody was at my house. Kids laid everywhere, whatever. So my money was a little short. So I called this dude. I was like, look, I need to get a little something just so I can make sure I got my rent in order. You know what I'm saying? I got to take this money and I got to, take this work, and I need to get my rent paid and everything. So y'all, the dude came over. My youngest daughter, she's very spiritual. She looked at me and she said, Ma, she said, and she's my conscience. She said, Ma, you remember what you told God? I said, girl, be quiet. She a grown woman at this point. But I was like, be quiet, because nobody want to hear that. I didn't want to hear that. I didn't want to hear what I told God 12 years ago. I'm going through this. My rent need to be paid. I'm not moving with my grandkids and my daughter. I want to be the grandmother where, I get them when I want to. You don't tell me. I don't want to sit around them every day like I was doing. I'm with them every day, y'all. Y'all know we got to have our peace and quiet. So y'all get in the bed that night. After I didn't got the little work, I couldn't sell it, y'all, because of the simple fact that It was a hurricane. Anybody about to sell no drugs but a hurricane is out there? So I got this work with me. So I went to sleep. I got 3 grandkids in the bed with me, everybody in the living room. So all of a sudden, y'all, God don't forget. That's why the title was Loyalty and Respect. He don't forget. I'm thinking God didn't forget because it was 12 years ago. I lay down in that bed, y'all, and I promise y'all, it felt like some hands was around my neck, and it was like it was choking me. I was asleep and woke up, and I can feel like the hands like was choking me, and I was like, "What?" And I wasn't saying nothing because I couldn't talk. I was just coughing, and I was gasping for air and gasping for air, and my older daughter, she sit up in the middle of the floor and started yelling. I'm like, I can't breathe. But I couldn't talk. So my baby girl came in there and she picked me up. She grabbed me by the arm. Remember, this is the same one that told me that God ain't playing with me. So she done grabbed me by the arm. My older daughter sitting there hollering, y'all, because she's crazy. She's a fool, y'all. She's funny. But she was just hollering. So my baby girl, she came in there and she walked me out on my porch. And remember, the wind is blowing so hard because of the hurricane. And so she was just letting the air hit my face. And I was still like... That's how I was breathing, y'all. And she was like just rubbing my back. And she started praying. And when she was rubbing my back, y'all, I started to be able to get my air. And when she knew that I had came all the way back, my baby said, "Mom, I just told you yesterday that God wasn't playing with you." So that's why, that I'm trying to let y'all know. Peace. Let's talk with love. Peace to the chat. Thank you, one. Yes. So that's why I have to give my loyalty and my respect to God, because he ain't gonna play with me. And don't think I haven't failed since then, because we children, we hard-headed. But I'm getting too old to keep on being disobedient, because he's not gonna play with me. The word says that many are called and few are chosen. My pastor told me, he said, "I don't care where you go, God gonna be there." He said, "If you in the club, God gonna be there." He said, "If you in the bed with a man, God gonna be there." I said, "What? He gonna be there?" He's definitely gonna be there. So that's why I have to give my loyalty and respect. And don't think that my flesh don't be saying, "I just want to just do one more video," because I did when I did the Donna Ross one with Layla. That was my flesh. I was like, "Oh, I gotta get me a video in there, y'all." So don't think I have not been, I haven't fell short. I have, but he forgives us 70 times 7 a day. So I was able to come out of that thing, even though that thing was calling me so bad, it was burning my flesh. I said, "I got to do this video." I didn't have to do it, but my flesh had more power than I did at that moment over me. So I had to drop that video, y'all. I had to drop it. But I owe my loyalty and my respect to God. But I just see in my eyes that there's a lot of people that's giving loyalty and respect to man. I just told y'all, I have gave a man some loyalty and respect and more than I gave God. I know I can't be the only one, but I have done it. Because I needed that microwave stuff. I needed that thing right then and there. Not knowing how big the God was. That if I just would have waited, just would have went through the storms, would have went through the shaking and the pressing, the tears, that I would have got so much more and would have kept it. Because anything that man have ever gave me, I have none of that stuff. But anything that God have gave me, I have that stuff. It's a difference. So I got to shake and move for my kids and my family. To listen to my mother on the phone and she's already on a breathing tube and have other health issues, high blood pressure, diabetes, oxygen tube that she have to walk around with constantly. got to make sure it don't fall off of her in the middle of the night while she sleep. I cannot play with the devil when I need to be praying. I can't do it. I just can't. But yet and still, I'm not perfect, y'all. Because, see, we got to remember that, God, he really can't use nobody that's perfect. See, I was the one in the family that everybody had something to say about. I always was in my business, worrying about what I was doing. I was the misfit. What they say, the bad apple. I was that one. But little did these people know that was judging me, the high-sedity aunts and stuff, that was going through things behind the closed doors that we couldn't see. And mine was all public. Little did they know the one that they were putting their mouth on was the one that God called to the front line to be the bloodline breaker. So that's why we got to be careful who we put our mouth on. Because you don't know how God is using them just because they doing this and they doing that, or they saying this or they saying that. We can't judge some people, because I was one of them ones that, I was in the streets. My family was principals and own businesses and supervisors of, that's the type of family I come from. I'm the one that's out there hustling. Didn't have to. Because, see, the enemy, he was trying to tear me down a long time ago. But, see, God had his hands on me. While everybody was putting their mouth on me, God had his hands on me. I didn't understand the spiritual things that was happening to me, the different things that was happening, why I can see this, why I'm able to do this, and why I'm able to do a lot of stuff that I'm not getting ready to talk about until I actually know exactly who I'm talking to. Because you got to be careful when you sharing things with people, because you could tell somebody, like, I see the angel sitting on my bed, and they can be like, girl, that probably was the reflection of the lights. You got to be careful. You got to be careful. And y'all, it's okay to WOOSHA sometimes. It's okay. And that's what I'm doing, y'all. I'm WOOSHA right now. I'm helping me. I'm not putting nobody down. I'm not talking about nobody. I'm not gossiping about nobody. I am gossiping about myself. And if it happened to reach one of y'all, then God is pleased. But don't nobody want to hear about God. Yes, he do. Linda, he do. He gonna meet each one of us where we are. You think that Linda, did you think that I knew that God was gonna come in that car when I was going to pick up all these drugs? I did not know he was gonna come meet me right there. In a million years, nobody could have told me that God was gonna meet me in that car and say, daughter, when you get there, you're gonna get killed because you ain't got no business doing this. I did not know God was gonna do that. Sometimes it's early, it takes people longer. And then sometimes it takes people later, to have that pure relationship with God. I still don't have it, sis. All I can do is try to be better than I was yesterday. That's it. And just repent and just ask God just to forgive me, God. But the only thing is that when we know that we're doing wrong, that's when it's not pretty. That's when it's not pretty. But I'm just letting y'all know today that I just want to be here. You better say it, Linda. You better say it. Hey, in my book, I got to let you know where he met me at one time. Maddie's reactions and more. Blessings host the chat. Listen, I gotta put in my book. I can't speak it up here, but Linda, I gotta let you know where he met me at one time, baby. It's embarrassing, but I won't speak it up here. But I'm gonna put it in my book, honey. He met me at the strangest place, baby. You hear me? I mean, not the strangest place, but at the strangest time. And honey, when I tell you, baby, he shows up anywhere. In a million years, I didn't think he was going to show up there. It was two crazy times, me selling drugs and this right here that I'm going to put in my book where he met us at. And honey, that's all I'm going to say, Linda, because baby, it was serious. So, but that's all I'm going to speak on that. But I put that in one of my books. But y'all, I am talking about me. And y'all know when we go to church and the pastor get to preaching and stuff, and he be preaching and we our toes is balled up in our shoes and he be stepping on our toes and stuff. And we were like, somebody done told this pastor about me, because I feel like he being funny. He up here preaching about me and how he know my business, because I'm thinking one of the ladies in the choir didn't know me from the streets and she done told the pastor. So now he up there preaching about me. Whole time I had to learn that wasn't the people talking about me. The pastor didn't know me, that it was the Holy Spirit. I'm telling you, I'm like, why does man know me? So I used to feel uncomfortable. But you supposed to feel uncomfortable. God knows each and every one of us. He sure do, Angela. He knows, but honey, he be tripping, because let me tell you something. He done showed up in some strange places. And y'all, I'm not perfect at all. And I just want to be better than I was yesterday. That's what I strive to do. Just be better than I was yesterday. That's all. Just better than yesterday. And when tomorrow come, and if he decides, because this is a decision to wake me up, I just want to be better than I am the following day. That's all. When you serving God, you're supposed to laugh. You're supposed to be happy, and have a good time, just a clean good time. We aren't supposed to be born and stuck up and all of that, because it's some people like that, that judge you. I got an aunt that she was like, I know you're not wearing pants to church. I'm like, why? Yes, Angela. And Linda said, show up and show out. He will. Yes, he will, baby. But I used to have an aunt to tell me that I couldn't wear pants to church and all of that stuff. And I used to think that the scripture used to say that come as you are. So I was thinking that he was talking about my pants and my clothes. So I'm like, wear what I want to wear. And the whole time he wasn't talking about come as you are. He was talking about come with all the sins you got, with all the brokenness and all that stuff. He was talking about that. I was thinking he was talking about the clothes, Linda. But he wasn't. When I had got deep in it, he was talking about with everything in me. Because I used to be the one to say, I'm not getting saved. I'm waiting until I get it all together. Child, I was so naive. I'm going to wait. So I didn't know. Nobody didn't tell me. And I was saying this thing to people over and over. I was like, yeah, she's saved now, but I'm not going to get saved until I get it all together, until I get it right, because I don't want to be no hypocrite. That's what I used to tell people. And nobody didn't say, baby, God said, come as you are. I thought he was talking about the clothes. Whole time he want me to come with all the sins that I'm doing. Just come like that. And eventually, the more you walk, he going to start pulling that stuff off you. He going to start pulling all that stuff off you. Me too. I was told that too, but my sister told me Lord wants me to come with my sins. Angela, you understand the assignment? I didn't at that time. I didn't, Angela. Y'all, my phone is quicker than the computer. That's why I'm reading her questions, her answer before, her comment before. Yeah, I didn't know that. Girl, I was thinking he was talking about my clothes, so I was going backwards and forward with my aunt. I'm like, God told me to come as I am. She didn't even correct me. She just was like, you just need to wear some a dress to church. I'm like, I don't even really wear dresses like that. And I would tell people, like my aunt over there tripping, she took them off something that I need to wear dresses to church, and the whole time God didn't have no knowledge at all, baby, just talking, just running my lip, telling people, yeah, I ain't about to get saved now because I gotta wait. I was waiting till I get perfect, child. I would have died in it. I was sitting there waiting till I get perfect, child. I was trying to figure out what's taking a long time because it's not no such of a thing. So wait till you get perfect. I didn't know that I can go to God the way I was or the way I am, and slowly but surely things will begin to fall off of me. Things that begin to fall off of me. I no longer want to go to the clubs no more. Or I no longer want to do this no more. Or no longer want to do that no more. You know, because he begin to change you. Lay him at the altar, baby. Linda Johnson, here's her comment coming up, y'all. Yes. Lay him at the altar, but didn't nobody tell me this stuff, y'all. Until I had a relationship with him. And when I started seeing, because it's easy to be like, okay, y'all, I'm going to serve God, and, you know, this is what I'm going to do. I'm saved now and everything. I got to be able to let the light shine. Maddie TV said, yes. I got to be able to let the light shine. I ain't supposed to be walking around here telling these people that I'm saved. They supposed to be able to feel the spirit, you know, try the spirit by the spirit. The light's supposed to be able to shine on me. I shouldn't be telling these people who I am. I was telling them because, yeah, I was saved, but I didn't have a relationship with him. So I didn't know how to have no loyalty for God or no respect, because I just went to the altar and said, yeah, I do. I confess my sins. But yeah, I do. I do to you, God. I do. But see, it wasn't no knowledge behind it. They just let me go up there and told me to get saved. You know? Because I didn't have no knowledge. Nobody wasn't feeding me correctly. And then I had to realize, like, okay, these people, they ain't getting ready to feed me. You know, the Holy Spirit got to be able to come into me. I got to be able to have this. I got to have a one-on-one relationship with God, so I can really understand what's going on. But see, God, he started doing it different, because he started showing me things, you know, before I even understood what I was doing. Y'all was lost. Until I understood, you know, what the assignment was that he wanted me to do. You know, I had to get that one-on-one. Y'all just don't know. Y'all people be behind these cameras, and y'all don't really know what they be going through, but the spiritual warfare be so real. Because one day I done told y'all that I came on camera the next day when it happened, but my spirit was like, it was like somebody was scrambling eggs on the inside of my body. They were scrambling eggs. That's when I was out here in these YouTube clubs. And my body was just going this way, that way. I didn't know if I would get ready to die. I felt like I was having panic attacks and panic attacks. And my man didn't understand. Linda said, you were lost and you were found. Honey, I got to keep getting found, Linda, because I done told you I ain't perfect, sis. I just got to change my ways. You know, which I don't do nothing but sit home, go to my daughter's shop. I don't do really nothing. You know, I just got to ask for strength to be able to do the things that, you know, that he called me to do. I got to get back to where he started me from. But I'm not beating myself up, because I felt like that I just went back and got more testimony. That's how I feel. Because the word says that God said that he'll never leave you nor forsake you. So regardless of how many times I have failed and got back up, he still was there. He still was there. Yep, he still was there. And I just want to just be better than I was yesterday, y'all. That's it. He gonna meet each and every one of us that's on this page right now where we are, when he wants to, when he feel like it. He just was showing me something different because it was for me. It was just for me. He was just showing me, like, look, I'm about to call all your family members. I'm about to do this. I'm about to stir some stuff up. So that's how I came out. You understand? That's how I came out and said, okay, look, I got to be ready. You know, when situations happen, I got to be ready. So I got to be able to come out of this thing because I'm not going to feel right dropping these videos and, you know, messing with these people that I don't even know, disrupting their mindset and it affected them. Because I got 2 strikes on my channel. So you know what I was doing was disrupting somebody. Even though they might have been disrupting somebody, but they didn't do nothing to me. I was taking up for people and doing things like that. But I got 2 strikes on my channel. So you know what I was doing something to somebody. But I had to come out of it because God started scrambling my little family up. So, okay, look, I can't be over here dropping these videos and talking junk on my page to these people. And then when I get off, I got to go over here and lay hands. That's what I've been asking for a while. I'm on this Daniel fast. He told me, and that's what I'm doing. I have to be obedient to him. Yes, because obedience is better than sacrifice, sis. That's right. But I got to be able to tell y'all, like, I got to be transparent. I can't sit up here and be like everything peaches and cream. And y'all need to serve God. And y'all need to stop looking at them channels with all. I am not about to do that. I'm just telling y'all about me. Y'all do what y'all want to do. Y'all grown, because I still be in the bushes. But when I go in them bushes, I might come back with a little bit of leaves on me. But it don't make me want to indulge in it no more. It don't make me want to indulge in it. It's just like you walking somewhere with your man, y'all in the mall, and you might see his eyes look at another woman's butt. He might have looked at it, but he ain't get ready to touch it. Y'all understand what I'm saying? He might have looked that way, but he better not touch it. You know, that's how I be. I be in them bushes and I might be peeping and stuff, and I'll be having some leaves on me, and them leaves be my flesh saying, girl, if you just drop a video. No, the devil is a lie. I can look, but I just can't touch. And you got to pray in and you got to pray out, because spirits jump. All I've done is sit here and tell y'all that I ain't perfect. I'm just trying to tell you. And you probably might hear me cuss, because I'm going to. I'll be cussing still. God ain't took that away from me. Not yet. You know, I'm under construction. I'm under construction. But y'all, anybody got anything to say? Because we've been up here an hour and 18 minutes, even though the enemy tried to shut this channel. He tried to shut it down. I'm talking about shut it down, took the internet and did some strange things to it. But honey, one thing about it, y'all held on. Y'all held on. Tell the truth. Amen. I will have a testimony after this. Yes, Angela. Right. Honey, all I can do is just free myself, baby, because I don't want the devil to have no hold over me, because I used to keep everything inside and didn't tell nobody nothing. I kept it all on the inside. And the whole time the devil was laughing. He had his hand on top of my head. Yeah, keep it on the inside, girl. Don't tell nobody. You know, just keep it in there. Keep it in there. But I had to start, being transparent because I don't want nobody preaching to me that's not going to be transparent. Right, Angela? Don't be telling me you need to do. No, you need to tell me what you doing. Because ain't nobody perfect. You done slipped the slide one time, preacher man. You understand? You can look somewhere. That's the sin too. So, honey, to God be the glory. To God be the glory, baby. But I just want to just sit here and let y'all know about me. I can't tell y'all about y'all. Y'all got to tell y'all own story. I'm just telling y'all about me. And today's segment was loyalty, respect, and men. I was not talking about the man on the street or the man that's beside you or the one you married to or the one you talking about. I'm talking about, are we giving more respect to man, the flesh, or are we giving more respect and loyalty to God? We got to do the math on that. Just like I told you, I confessed. And somebody else confessed up here with me too. I think it was Swag. We confess. We have done that before. We have gave man more loyalty and respect than we did God. Set yourself free. I done it. But I can't do it no more. But I have done it because I needed that microwave. I needed that stuff right then and there. I didn't want to do the shaking and the pressing and the crying and the mountains and the hills and the struggles and stuff. I didn't want to do that. I wanted it then, right then and there, not knowing if I would have just waited. And if I just would have trusted God and I would have just stood on his word. Because, that microwave man that I had got to give me all that stuff, I went through hell and back. Y'all listen to my story. He in it. I went through hell and back with that microwave. But if I just would have waited, that's how I keep myself inside. But glory to God be the glory. Right, Angela? You hear me? So that microwave ain't always good. Sometimes turn the damn oven on. Put the food in the oven and let it wait. We sitting over here with these pressure cookers and stuff. We putting the food in there and all of that. And when we not waiting, put it in the oven like your grandmas did. Because y'all ain't gonna lie, I got a pressure cooker, baby. My ribs be done in 30 minutes. But that's not how I want life. Okay, I'm back, folks. Listen, I agree with all that you said. I have learned this weekend that your friends can show you what God been telling you if your spirit don't feel right. Means changes has to happen. Yeah, changes have to happen with friendships. Maddie said, yeah, old school. Hey, look, I'm gonna cook my food in that microwave and that pressure cooker. I don't care, but I don't want life in a pressure cooker, and I don't want life in a microwave no more. I got to go through the pushing and the pressure, the pressure and all of that and the pressing. She said, I know that's right, my sister. Yeah, I got to go through that when it comes to life. I don't, no. But sometimes God, he'll show up, boom, fast. But yeah, Marissa, friendships and stuff like that goes with loyalty and respect too. It does. It goes with loyalty and respect too, because we got to be able to learn like your friendships and things like that too. And friends is sent from God. That's how I look at it. A real true friend is sent from God. They is. And I do believe that you can show your friendship loyalty and respect. You can. Me, for example, me and Aunt Madden, we've been friends for years. My kids is in their 30s now. My oldest two is in their 30s. And I know her too. Her oldest two is in their 30s. Our kids was in, my baby girl was in elementary. She's a grown woman with kids now. So that's how long me and Aunt Maddie been friends. Sometimes me and Aunt Maddie probably didn't talk for 6 months or 5 months, but we always find a way to talk to each other. We might not talk for weeks, but we'll still get back up on the phone. But I love her. I have loyalty and respect for her. You understand what I'm saying? And if it's anything that she have ever done, or if I have ever done, I would never share that. with anybody. She said, yes, that's what I've been saying about you. Angela said, yes, that's what I've been saying about you. And even if me and Aunt Maddie decided to, and I'm in a whole nother state now. I'm not in the same state with her. But even if we decided that we didn't want to be friends no more, I will owe her the loyalty and the respect to not talk about her or nothing. And just because I don't talk to her no more, I'm not going to allow you to talk about her. You know what I'm saying? That's just the type of loyalty and respect, Marissa, that I have for friends. You know, and some people look at loyalty and respect in different ways. That's how I see it. And you know, God, he do everything for a reason, because you could be friends with somebody and then that thing can split up. It could be that season can be over. That person might have had came into your life just for this situation or just for that situation. You know, God places people and things and places for reasons. So I really understand what you're saying, but you know, everything happened for a reason. You know, sometimes you could be attached to somebody and you're not growing. Our friendship will never end. And yes, you are very loving and loyal. Yes, Aunt Maddie, and Aunt Maddie is loving and loyal. You know, you are my true friend. I love your spirit, my sister. I love you, and I love your spirit too, baby. I do. I'm just a loyal person, and because that come from the streets. I don't remember being taught that at home. I was taught a lot of stuff at home, but loyalty for real, for me, it came from the streets. Maddie said, "It is, LOL." You is, girl. But loyalty came from the streets, and there's a lot of people that's not haven't had that street smarts and stuff. But that's where I learned it from. Anybody else learned loyalty and respect from somewhere? Now, respect, I taught my kids, and loyalty at home. I taught them at home, but I learned it in the streets. To be honest, what I learned at home was how to stay clean, how to keep your room clean, how to keep your house clean, make sure everybody at the dinner table at one time, you know, things like that, like the perfect things. I learned that at home, which was amazing, because I took that with me, you know, when I got grown with my kids. But I didn't learn loyalty and respect at home. My kids did, but I didn't, because my parents was always working. They was always trying to make sure we had the best of everything. So I went to the streets. I learned it through my kids just by being honest. Oh, that's good, Marissa. Yeah. But I learned it through the streets. That's why they be like, y'all gotta know the street code. Like the street code, you don't supposed to this, you don't supposed to that. You know, I learned it from the street. So that's probably why it's hard for a lot of us to have loyalty and respect for God, because some of us ain't been taught it at home. You know, like my daughters, they was taught that they was beautiful at home. So when they get out there in the streets, that a man couldn't tell them this and that, and they fall for it. But friends is a serious thing, because people need friends. Hey, they taught me how to fight too, Marissa. Y'all, I'm reading Marissa comment before y'all can get it. Marissa, you was bullied? Wow. But that taught you how to fight. That taught you how to stand up for yourself, boo. That taught you how to stand up for yourself. I was mean when I was young. I was mean. I ain't had no other choice. Because everybody was mean in the city. I ain't had no choice. You sit around there and you be quiet as a mouse if you want to. Then it was going to be a problem. But loyalty and respect, that's just me. And if I see it, you know, I don't want to be near it. I don't want to be around it. You know, when I see somebody not being like loyal or respecting somebody. Yep, until I started whooping ass. After that, I went out. I was out of control. I know that's right, Marissa. You done gave it to him. Look, leave me alone. Stop playing now. You better stop playing. Yeah. See, that was my issue growing up. My mother used to say, you better not put your hands on nobody else. And then when I got grown, my baby girl, I had to tell her, don't you keep putting your hands on these people's kids. You know, so it be retro. Yeah, y'all, but loyalty and respect. We just have to have more loyalty for God and more respect for God than we do man. I done been there, y'all. I have been there. I have been there. And you got to be transparent when you're telling people stuff, because you don't want nobody to ever think that you telling them about themselves. I am talking totally about me. Yes, it is. You are my real sister that I wish I had when I was growing up. Oh, Angela, that's so sweet, baby. I'm here. You got the number. You call me, girl. You call me. That's why Angela is the reason why. I thought somebody was out there. But Angela is one of the reasons why I got hold on to this page. You know, because at one point I was to the point where I'm about, look, forget this page. I got to go. I can't handle it. It's just too much. It's messing with my mental and my spirit. And I can't be the only one that this stuff didn't mess with our mental and our spirit and had us going this way and that way and all kinds of ways, and we confused, and that's the devil. You know, and I was like, the only way I could do it is just get rid of my page. But then I was like, no, because I know I got something in me, you know. So why can't I just change my platform? You know, why I can't just, you know, have a positive platform? It's not going to be popular. You know, the people not going to come. They not going to support the positive, because that ain't what we came here for. So I truly understand. Because I have found myself scrolling on YouTube looking for the drama. Run by something positive, go by something positive, child, and pass right back through, pass by. I know I can't be the only one. I was putting this all because I supported someone. It's okay. It's okay. It is okay. You can support who you want. Regardless of everything that went through, I still support who I want. You know, I still watch who I want. I just don't get involved. It's a difference. I just don't get involved no more. But I still watch who I want to watch. You know? And that goes with loyalty and respect, Marissa. You know? Because of all who you supported. You have the right to do exactly what you want to do. Support who you want to support. But the difference between over here, you can support who you want to support and still be over here. You know, this is a free what they said. It's a free country. This is a free page. We done had several people that support this person and support that person and come in here, and they welcome. They are welcome. Y'all hardly, I know we don't have that many people over here, but y'all hardly ever have to delete somebody. Maddie said facts. Block somebody. Y'all don't have to block nobody now unless they put that sex thing that be coming through here. You know, that's it. Now when I was on the other thing, you know, y'all, there's some people that's blocked up in there. And I still support them, but it was God removing me because I was getting too involved in it and was affecting me. Exactly, Marissa. Y'all, I'm reading her. Oh, this came up. Exactly. And that's what happened to me. So I can watch it, but I just can't get involved. It's a difference. I can watch it, but I just can't get involved in it. Because it was affecting me. It was affecting me, and things was happening, because that's like I told y'all, I could have been putting all that energy in my kids. They calling me. I'm like, hold up. I'm trying to drop this video. I'll call you right back. And I forget to call them back, y'all. And I'm one of them mothers that the kids, they depend on their mama to talk to, like, or to give them advice. That's who they run to, me. And I was like, look, let me call you back. I'll call you back in a minute. I'm trying to drop this video. You know, I was putting too much in it and putting less in my family and in God. When my man was laying beside me, he had COVID. And my friend, one of my friends today, she asked me today, she was like, wow, you stayed in the bed, you still slept in the bed with your man when he had COVID? And I was like, yeah. And I was like, she was like, and you went to the hospital with your grandkids when they had COVID? I was like, yeah. And then you went to your mama house and she had COVID and you still didn't get it. God got to leave a witness. I got to be the one that's praying. He didn't cover me. He didn't cover me. Not saying that I can't get it, but he have shielded me. That's why I got to be in position. That's why I got to be, that's why I had to sacrifice my page. I was caught up on somebody live today. Told Cutie Chewy I was going to call her back. I still haven't. Been in the damn bushes. Hey, Aunt Maddie, you telling the truth. That's what I'm talking about. You on the same level as me. You understand what I'm talking about. You understand? I didn't want to be the only one to say it. You know, the truth will set you free. So my kids would call me back, Aunt Maddie, when I was out there in the YouTube street. They be like, Mom, is you watching YouTube? Mom, is you gonna call me? I'm like, I'm about to call you back this. Wait a minute. Girl, that's in too deep there. I was in a mess. I'm like, dang, why they calling me? I'm trying to see what's going on. And then I go back and watch the video I was watching. They be done put it on private. Girl, I be in a mess. You hear me? So you I know Cutie Chewy is like, now see, she know you on that phone. She know you on it, but I just needed to know. Thank you, Aunt Maddie, that you know I wasn't the only one. You understand what I'm saying? I'm confessing here, y'all. You say, whew, but I understand, baby, because my kids will call me back in 30, 40 minutes. They be like, Mom, I thought you was finished. It's time to consume, though. I had to stop. Hubby got home looking for that. Hey, Bear coming here talking about what we eating. I be like, I don't know. I don't know. Like, was I supposed to cook? I was busy. He be like, you been on that phone all day. I be like, I was busy. He be like, well, what you did? I been folding clothes because I had the clothes beside me while I'm up there looking and folding clothes and cleaning up. I got a whole chicken sitting in the sink, but I'm throwing that in the crock pot tonight. But we getting smoothies tonight. But still, man, I know V-Hop Nation was like, what in the world, honey? Chad be the daggone phones. And then, you know, the world is not saying her we eating you. Saying her we eating YouTube. Yes. You hear me? What street you want me to go on? There's a lot of restaurants on these streets. All I'm trying to do, Maddie said, tell him we eating YouTube. Funny. Honey, I'm telling you. I was out there. You feel me? I was in that water, baby. I needed a life jacket, and God sent me one. But, baby, I needed a life jacket. I was gone. I'd be like, oh, my God. What in the world? Like, what happened? Oh, my God. They said this. Oh, my God. I mean, it was like a war going on in every section, baby. I had to be there. I would put my earplug in my ear and let my phone play, listening to it while I go to sleep. And my man said, you shouldn't be listening. He told me, he said, you shouldn't be listening to that while you sleep. And he was right, because I done got to started having dreams about these people that I don't even know. Y'all were having dreams about these people, because I was playing that thing in my ear because I didn't want to miss nothing, because some of the good stuff come on late. Now I take my earplug out my ear, lay my phone down, and go to sleep. But before that earplug was in, Maddie said laugh out loud. Earplug was in my ear, and he was telling me, like, you shouldn't sleep with them people in your ear. And I was like, I'm just listening. I'm going to take it out before I fall asleep. Be sleep. Them people is in my ear, y'all. I'm talking about in my ear, and I'm taking it all in while I'm sleeping. And I done got dreaming about them. Child, it was a time. But yep, y'all, loyalty and respect. That's all I got to say. Loyalty and respect. It's an hour and 40 minutes in this thing, even though that YouTube has shut down. I don't know why the enemy was mad, but he did not want us to get through this thing. But we have made it through, y'all. So I'm going to go get me a smoothie and put some grand, whatever you call it, in there. My man took me to lunch today. We had the pineapple from the Mexican restaurant. It was the pineapple with the chicken, the steak, the cheese, and bacon in it. I took the bacon out, and I took the steak out, and I just ate the chicken with the little tortillas. I ate that, and I should have ate all of it because I got full quick because I was drinking a lot of water. But we got a whole another half a pineapple left with all the meat in it, but I'm not going to eat that. I'm going to let him finish that, and I'm going to go get me a smoothie and put the graham crackers and stuff in there. Hello, baby. Charlotte 59. So, y'all, I just hope that it helps somebody today by my story. I just hope. And please, y'all, don't leave away from here today and not hit the thumbs up. And please don't leave away from here today and think that I have said anything about anybody or y'all or nothing by telling my story, y'all. Please don't do that, y'all, because I was strictly just talking about me. Because I got to tell my testimony. I can't tell y'all's and how y'all doing it and however or whatever. I can't do that because I don't have a heaven or a hell because I'm still under construction myself. I'm not perfect Patty. I'm not. I'm still just trying to be better than I was yesterday. And I'm just trying to just stay clean so I can be a vessel and get back to where I was in this walk. And this walk ain't easy, baby. Just know that song Murray and the Rope, baby, that honey, that used to be my theme song when I first stepped up to God. That the road, and nobody ain't tell me that the road was gonna be easy, honey. But this road it's hard, but it's necessary. It's hard, it's necessary, and we must do it because God said that every knee is going to bow. He didn't say some of them. He said every knee. And if y'all believe in anybody else, whatever, I'm not here to judge that. I don't care, whoever. But I'm just talking about God upstairs, Jesus. So, let us say amen, baby. So, it is what it is. Maddie said yes. So, I appreciate you guys. I know it's not that exciting over here. But we made it do what it do. We got through it. And maybe I can do, because I did, Maddie know I got skits on my other page that, I still do skits from a year ago without having the drama. I could still do skits over here. I just got to get them together. And my skits on my other channel did really good. They did really, really good. And it wasn't it wasn't about nobody. It was just skits that we did. Maddie said, I love the skits. I know, Maddie. And I got to try to bring some over here and see if they interested in it. But I enjoy doing them skits. And Aunt Maddie, they did a skit on me on Sunday. I was laying in the bed. He got it on recording. I'm gonna tell him to send it to you. I was laying in the bed and he just rushed in the house. And when he rushed in the house, I didn't even pay attention to his phone because I had my glasses on and I was on YouTube. Just to be honest, I was on it. So you know when you on YouTube, you was in it. And he rushed in the house and he was like, "Bae," and I was like, "What?" He said, I'm back to your internet acting up. Okay, Angela. But I was laying on the bed watching YouTube with my glasses on. When I got my glasses on, I mean business. That means I'm in it, ain't trying to miss nothing. So he bust through the room and he was like, "Bae," and I was like, "What?" He said, "This girl out there talking about you." And I was like, "Who?" And I done jumped off the bed and he was like, "Come on, hurry up before she leaves. She's standing in front of the house." So I done grabbed my shoes and by the time I got to put my hand on the door, he is laughing so hard. And then I looked down at his hand. He had the phone on me. I mean, what in the world? And I didn't even know that they had a thing, that was a skit that was going around on TikTok where you go in the house and you tell your kids or your grandkids that somebody want to fight you or something and see your reaction. And I'm talking about, I was shaking, y'all. I said, this man gonna give me a damn heart attack. Because I thought he was serious. Because he was saying that they was in front of my house and they was talking about me. I didn't grab my shoe. That's why I said I ain't perfect. I probably still hit you. So I'm not perfect, y'all. I'm just not. But he played too much. Just know that. Aunt May said, "Yeah, I saw that skit." I'm gonna tell Bay to send it to your phone because, honey, I was ready. He talking about my baby. She ain't scared. She was ready. No, I ain't scared. Especially when you tell me somebody in front of my house. That's what got me nervous because I'm like, Lord, I'm about to go to jail. I just knew. I was like, I'm about to go to jail. You know, you think now when you older, but you still move like you get ready to go do something. I really was going to do something, and I was scared that I was going to do something. You know, I don't be scared of nobody else. I be scared of me. So I was like, this man play too much. But he thought that thing was so funny. But I got to tell him to send it to your phone. I was so mad. I was like, why is you playing on a Sunday? That's what I said in it. But yeah, y'all. So I might try to do some skits over here. A few of y'all, I'll probably give y'all my other page so y'all can see. Let's get it. Hello, beautiful ladies. Hey, baby girl. So I'll probably give a few of y'all my other page so y'all can go over there and catch some of the skits because they is really funny, y'all. And when I laugh at my own skits, they be funny. Maddie and them love them, and we stopped doing them, but it's been over a year. It's been over a year now since I have been over there. No, I went live over there last week, and I had one person to come through, y'all. Because when I stopped going over there, I started my page over here in this sector over here. And I don't even know how to leave this sector, but I found out that I can't leave, y'all. I cannot leave. And I did not know that I was bound to this sector. So y'all, when I told y'all I was gonna leave, I thought I was gonna be able to go. I can't go. They said I can't go. Only thing I could do is delete my page and start another page. So I don't understand. So it's like I'm trapped. You know, and the ones that still subscribe to me, if I was to leave this sector, if I could leave this sector, then y'all would come with me. But they said it ain't no way for me to leave. So I know y'all was like, dang, she said she was leaving. I can't. Only way I can leave is I delete my page and start over. But I wouldn't even know what sector I'm gonna end up in if I start over. Let's get it. Say, I'm Maddie. Hey, honey. Yes. But y'all, loyalty and respect. So we have more loyalty for man and more respect for man than we do God. It ain't nothing but a self-check. That's all it is. I had to check myself. I had to check myself because, baby, I have made some mistakes in my little life over here. I have. And I don't beat myself up or none of that stuff. All I do is get up, dust myself off, and keep on going. Repent. And that's it. But I will never give man more loyalty and respect than God. I won't do it, but I have done it, but I won't do it again. But anyway, y'all, hit the like button. Let me see. I love everybody, y'all. Let's get it. Aunt Maddie, Marissa, Angela, Swag, and let's see who else came in here with us today. One. Let me see. I'm Sheila. I'm trying to make sure I call everybody out. I think D Brown came in here one time, y'all. Sean DeBoo came in. Yeah, that's it. My glasses, everything. But I'm leaving now, y'all. And y'all have a blessed night. Good night, Linda Johnson. Check up my light on. Y'all see my bonnet, my little glass